Good morning, class. This is your band director, Mr. Ontiveros, and I'm here giving a video during this time to explain the next assignment we're going to do, which is a musical foldable. So today, we're going to be teaching you how to make the foldable and what we're going to go over for this topic. So what we're going to do is called the history of the steel drum. And there's a link provided that we'll have in class, or I'll put in the Google Classroom later on so you have the precise link. It'll be on calypsoconnections.com. That's where it's at. And this is how your first page is going to look. So you're going to put the title, you're going to put the link to make sure it's the right link. I added a little drawing. I'm a band director, not an artist, and that's why it looks the way it is. You're going to put your name, the period, and the date. Okay? So really quick, before we go into how to make this, is why are we doing this? So the reason we're going to do the foldable on this subject is to understand why it's important and what it is that we're playing. So any kind of piece of music, whether it's a genre, whether it's some kind of style, whether it's an instrument, all of them have origins and a history behind it. And personally, I believe that it's very important for the students, yourselves, to understand what it is we're playing and why it is we're playing it, and the history behind it, because that'll make our playing and understanding of the music so much better. So that's the reason we're doing this. So how to make the foldable is we're going to get 3 sheets of paper. We're going to have construction paper in the band room, so you guys can grab that. We're going to need colored pencils and or markers, which will also be in the band room when we have it. And we're going to need a stapler to staple the top, which will be in my office. So once you're done putting it together, head to my office and then we'll go ahead and staple that. So we're going to start with the papers. So we're going to need 3 sheets of paper that we have here. I just have scratch paper. What we're going to do is we're going to layer it on top, one on top of the other, making sure we have a nice solid space in there to be able to flip it around. Something like this, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go ahead and crease that over so that we have 6 distinct tabs or flaps, or however you want to describe them to yourself. As long as we have those separate tabs, we'll be fine. Again, once you're done with this part, go ahead and take it to my office. We'll staple it right here and right here on the top so that way it doesn't fall apart. Now going back to the prettier one that I have, to make it look like this, we're going to have, again, the 6 tabs. So the first is going to be the cover page, as I explained in the beginning, and then you're going to have 5 questions on this assignment / note taking, and they're going to be as follows. So the first one is going to be, where are they from? So where are the steel drums? So during your reading, you're going to need to answer that question. So we're going to go ahead and write right here on the tab 1, question 1, write it out, and then once you find your answer, flip up and go ahead and give us the answer, whatever that is. There won't be actual answers on the actual explaining. But once we have the answer there, we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, once you're done with that question, we're going to move on to the next one, which is, who used steel and other drums? Again, find the answer in the reading. We don't need more than 3 sentences, 2 or 3 sentences answering each question. So once you find that, who used steel and other drums, what part of the population used it, go ahead and write it down. Flip up. See how it folds up, hence the foldable part. We're going to go to question 3. Question 3 is, when was drumming banned and why was it banned? Now this is very important to understand, because we need to understand when it was, so that we can see the time frame. You got to reference back to your history class, understand what was going on during those times, and why, because that's a very important thing. With many musics, there are aspects of them where it is, spoilers, banned and frowned upon to be participating in certain types of music that were frowned upon in society. But you'll see that more later in the reading. Question 4 is, where were steel drums made and what were they made out of? Again, flip up on the foldable, answer the question. The last question will be, what festival did they become a part of? Boom, there we go. So, once we have our foldable made, we got the color pencils, we got the markers, we got everything else squared away. Write the questions down first and then answer them in the reading. And this is going to check to make sure you actually read it and making sure that you understand the concepts that we're trying to reiterate here. Cool, thank you. Once you're done with your foldable, go ahead and put it in the bin outside my office, and I'll pick that up on Monday. Thank you.